Hey, how's it going? I'm going to make some fabric tape and paper tape. This is packing paper underneath, and this is the design of... I just picture that. Well, you can kind of see it here, but this is the underside of it. So to make it, I'm going to use this tape, which is AJ Sign World double-sided tape. It's very thin. I've never made fabric tape with this tape before. I've always used the Duck brand double-sided tape, and that's a little bit thicker. But this one I wanted to try to see if it's going to work. And I use this for different kinds of crafts, usually to cover something. So with the fabric tape, I'm going to show you last night. This is the scissor sheath. I think I made this off camera, and then I came in to do the video on scissor sheaths. And last night I noticed that it's some of the sticky edges here are, the stickiness is coming over to this part. So I thought, oh, so last night I was kind of just doing this and kind of pushing the sticky part back to the edge there. And I thought, if I put another piece of fabric over it with the same design, if I can, then it's going to have to overlap. Maybe I could get it edge to edge here, sticky edge to sticky edge. Maybe that won't be an issue. But that is the problem that I have with the Duck brand double-sided tape when I make my fabric tape, or when I use it rather, that it's very sticky on the edge, because it's, you know, it's, I think it's just another kind of duct tape, really. It's double-sided. I think it's advertised as possibly carpet tape, I think. I'm not sure. But I haven't bought that in a while. So I want to try this one. I do have another roll of this tape, and I'm talking slowly thinking, oh, I think it's in the haul. So if I do run out of the tape in the video, then, you know, I'll pause the video and I'll go get the other roll. But I do have a brand new roll. I also have 1 inch wide rolls of the tape, of this tape. I've only used that for, man, I can't even think, what did I use that for? Maybe for minor applications or something where I just wanted to put a small piece of tape down, paper, usually paper, but not in this volume. Okay, the headband measures 18 inches long by 10 inches wide, like this. And I'm not going to cut this apart. It does have seams on both sides, and you see how it's curling here. If I cut this apart, then it's going to curl up, so it's going to be harder for me to put the tape down on it. So I'm just going to keep it uncut at the moment. Also, I will give you, I'll put a link in the description. I did buy these on Amazon a long time ago, like at least 7, 8, maybe 9 years ago, and they're still available on Amazon's site. So when you go in, you can, these are sold in a variety pack, so there are many different designs, and then on the page you can choose which variety pack you want. You can also get solid colors if you want to, and they are also in a variety: white, black, red, green, blue, yellow, gray, I think even. Okay, the packing paper measures 18 inches by 12 inches, and I just got this packing paper today because I got a couple of packages But this is what the packing paper all scrunched up. And I'm like, oh, look, my video material is here today. So also, I'm not going to iron this out. I'm just going to leave it there. So this one, this was together. It was one big long 18 times 2 long 36-inch, and I cut it with a scissors instead of, usually I just kind of hand tear it, but I decided to cut it cut it as straight as I can. This is very fragile when it's cut, so while I was cutting, I think I cut, like I tore it or almost tore it or something, one of these edges, but not, I mean, it was like an 1/8 of an inch cut or something, or tear while I was cutting it. And I thought, oh, that's something to tell you. Okay, so with this one, I'm going to do this one first, which means I have to get these out of the way. And I definitely want to make sure that the seam is on the edge as much as possible, that it's not drifting over to like this side or the other side. Because in the past, when I've made fabric tape, I've had it kind of crooked, and then what I end up having is the seam is here on the edge of the tape, and I actually have some of those. Okay, this right here, this one, see how this is the seam right here? See how I didn't make sure that it was edge to edge like that? Now, with that being said, because this is 10 inches wide and this tape is 3 inches wide, twice as long as the Duck Brand, or twice as wide rather, as the Duck Brand tape, I am going to have an additional inch, possibly 2 inches, if this truly is 10 inches. Like, I tried not to stretch it out or anything like that. Oh, the ice cream man is in town. Well, good. I'm glad he's coming during the day and not at night. Sometimes he comes at night, and I'm very suspicious about ice cream trucks advertising their product at night. I'm thinking, at night? Nobody's out here at night. Okay. So I have to put it lengthwise, so you're not going to see that top part or the bottom part here. I think I have that. What is that? Get all the things off of there. Felt something on here. Also, I covered, just a little update on the scissor sheets. I colored this one with Graby acrylic markers the other night. And this is for my Fiskars general purpose scissors. And I might cover or put a coating, a Mod Podge coating on this to keep the glitter on there. We'll see. I'm not going to do that on camera though. I just wanted to give you an update on that one. Okay. So right off the bat, this tape is crooked. Now, to cut this tape, I need to use these scissors with this beautiful scissor sheath on it. And these are the Fiskars titanium non-stick scissors. So let's see if I can cut a straight edge anyway. And the liner comes off, as you can see, very easily. It could be too easily. I hope not. I hope it's not too easy. Might have to mute myself if that music is commits copyright issues. Okay, so I'm going to... Wow, that is way far away. This is the hardest part here, is to go to uncurl and put down. So I'm going to put it over the edge there, and to actually stick it onto, oh wait, maybe not. Move it up because I need the whole width of my cutting mat here. The whole height. I'm trying to get it as close to the edge as I can. And then fold, uncurl. That's the hard part. Uncurl the thing here. The band, headband. Now where is that? Okay, I can't come down. If I come out, okay, you can kind of see a little bit there. I'm also going to, oh yeah, that's right on the edge. It's a little bit over there. Fortunately, these blades are long enough for me to cut without, yeah, I'm just really bad at cutting a straight line off of this tape. These scissor blades are longer than 3 inches, so that's very good. I can't see the I can't see the edge. The glare, the light is glaring on me here. Boy, that's hard to do. I don't want to overlap. Awesome. I want to uncurl as much as possible. I didn't do my hair for this, so... Now that did not go to the edge there. My attempt to cut a straight line. Ooh, that's actually good. That's actually pretty good. This, I think, got underside, a little bit of the underside there. I wonder if I can fix that. I don't think I can fix it. So we're just gonna leave well enough alone, so to speak. Okay, that's good. Maybe this will go over. I can feel the curling of the underside of that fabric. Maybe this will go directly. Oh no, it'll leave about. It looks like a little more than 1/2 inch. Right there. You can't really see it. It's the tape's blocking it. Okay. shock. Okay, now what I have to do... I hope that's under... Oh yeah, that's... I was feeling a lump there, and I'm hoping that's the underside. I think that's what it is. Okay, now what I have to do is I have to cut off the excess. I always go a little bit over the edge here. This is almost half an inch. That's a little more than I usually go over. Okay. I'm going to... Also, this particular fabric is stretchy, so it... No. Oh, maybe... Oh, no. What is that? A wrinkle? What? No, I was very, very careful. I am cutting a little bit of the fabric. I am going to try not to do that. I have nowhere to put that little sticky thing. I'm going to put it on the scissor handle, the other Fiskars scissors there. Because I'll see this. I see some of the fabric is staying behind. Maybe the lint from the fabric. It's very, 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 very sticky. I can see that folded in there. I was thinking, oh, look at that. Almost, what, half an inch? A little over on one end, maybe half an inch on the other side. Okay, so this, like I said, you know, I've never put this tape on fabric before, especially this stretchy stuff. And this one I purposely didn't go down into here or cut as close to this line because this is tucked in. It's curled in. Well, the only one that's not is this edge here. Also, I'm hoping that I'm not stretching that. I don't want to stretch it, because that will alter how I put it on this other side. This is much harder for some reason. It's a smaller area, I guess. Okay. Also, you know, I could, when I start to use it, I could cut off this tiny little part here. I suppose, and not have to mess with it so much right now. But I would do this even if I wasn't recording. I would be taking my time to do it. Try not to waste anything. So I'm just showing you how how it's done, how I'm doing this, how I would do it, even if I wasn't on camera. Okay, now we're going to... Is this curled under the whole way? So we have this, which is... It's a little... it's not quite, maybe one... half inch there. 5/8 inch wide, maybe. 5/8 plus 5/8, Tammy. 1 2/8. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so this is the edge. So this is... Now I know I went right to the edge, and there it is. I'm going to make sure... I hand combed my hair today, so you know, I just like that. Oh, maybe I can. I should have left the tape, the sticky there, to maybe hold that back. Oh man, why didn't I think about that? I'm going to turn it this way. Or maybe, I don't know, I can't make up my mind. That's what it looks like. One time I was making this tape. I don't think it was. Maybe it was in one of my older videos. Not making the fabric tape with the duck brand. Oh, wait. Just a minute. Okay. This is very hairy tape right now. You see this buckling here? This is what this tape does. It buckles. And I think that... No. This is the starting point, but it's buckling, and it'll stay like that when I put it on the fabric. So that's kind of disturbing. I put the link to the AJ Sign World tape, and you can select different sizes. I always go with the 3-inch wide one. Okay, now I want to cut. Now it looks like, oh, you didn't go right to the edge, but I did go to the edge of each side. Stretchy fabric. These Fiskars scissors are actually touted as all-purpose scissors. I didn't know that until I went in the Amazon the other day to see. Let me see if I can get a link to these scissors. Ooh, very busy design. So what do we have here? Over an inch. How much over an inch? It looks like 1.25 inches. No, it looks like 1.5 inches. Oh, just half of this tape. Half the width of this tape. Now, what I could do is, which would not be good. I'm thinking about this. Taking this off and this one off, liner-wise, then it would. It's impossible to get it back on. And then putting a strip of this over it to overlap, but I would still have this much open that I would have to use right away. So I don't want to do that. So I think for this one I'll add like a 1-inch one. I'm not going to do it right now. This is on the seam, so it would I wonder if I can stretch it. Stretch it enough to equal 1 inch, but it wouldn't stay. It would slowly come back to its original because it's also very thin fabric. So I'm just going to leave it like that. And if I need to, I wonder if I can get, I'll have to see if AJ Sign World has 1/2 inch or what is that, 3/4 inch wide tape. Yeah, that would work, because then it would be 2 strips. But do I want, maybe they have 1.5 inch wide tape, who knows. I have to look. I can't remember, because I just kind of see what I want and I don't pay attention to the other measurements there. Okay, so there's also the logo here. The artist, the illustrator, the design author, so to speak, that's on both sides there. Not just both sides, all sides. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't know. I usually don't add that to my design, whatever I cover. So I did not even think about it, but I could have cut that off completely and just covered this much. But I might need this much. So this stays together. I'm not going to cut it in strips. I'm going to keep it as is like this. And then maybe... Oh. Yeah, it looks like 3/4 inch there. The next one. Let's see how the paper behaves with the tape and the tape behaves with the paper. I'm gonna do at least just one, I think. I could have just done one side of the other fabric. Okay, let's see how we do. This one should be easier because same length as the cloth, but a little bit wider. So I should be able to, fingers crossed, I should be able to get 4 strips of tape. Also, I'm not going to turn this around, Tammy. That's a note to self. Don't turn this around. Oh, I was thinking about doing it on the side there. Well, you didn't cooperate. Also, I cannot peel this back. So, however it goes on, and I see that it's going on crooked. I did way, way better. How? Oh yeah, wow. No. Nope. Yeah, this is crooked. Things I don't consider when I put the tape down. Now, Tammy, you're gonna have a hangover there. This is what we had. I'm totally fine with and I'm looking, I'm thinking, oh, you know, I should have wrinkled it more. You know, I do have another sheet. Maybe instead of, you know, I said, I'm not going to show you the other sheet, but maybe I will, because what I'm going to do is wrinkle this one even more and then put the tape down. Then it kind of gives off the faux leather look before coloring it. So this is the side that's not taped that I would decorate. I was thinking earlier, ooh, what am I going to color it? And no, I can't do it on camera. So with fabric, you can remove the fabric a little bit from the tape and reposition it. But with paper, no, you cannot do that. Oh, when you first crumple it, it makes a lot of noise. Again, this is fragile, so I have to remind myself. When you first crumple it, it makes a lot of noise. Each subsequent crumbling, it becomes less and less loud, softer and softer sounding. Might look like I'm defeating the purpose. I like that part. I like doing that one. Now, I probably in the video, I fast forwarded through the second side of the fabric tape placement. And maybe even a couple of the strips of the packing paper process. There's like a side here, an edge. Let me see if I can. Let's see if I. Oh, darn it! Okay, one of the light panels went out. This one always goes out first. Okay, So now, I think it's this side. I said one of these edges was annoying. Is this torn? I think it's this side. I can't remember. Let's see how well this will work now. Okay, this was a much better lay down. I'm wondering if I should do that all the time with packing paper. Just crinkle it up as much as possible. Oh, yeah. That is very cool. Crinkle it up as much as possible, and then I might have an actually a better time, better outcome as far as putting the tape down. There's a little bit of tear here and a little bit of tear over there, I think. So I will have to be careful when I pull the... Oh, how should I decorate it? 12 by 18-ish. Not quite. Okay. Now we're looking at 17.5 inches. Wow, 17. A little bit less than... It depends on what it... This is crooked. You can see it. You can see it. Okay, that's how you do it. That's how you make fabric and paper tape. I'm rambling and I need to go. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a creative day. Bye.